Now that's Huggie Pacino certified.
Yeah, it's Huggie Pacino for the Huggie Pacino Fake back with another video. Real quick, so what's been going on now is this viral tweet by Game, the rapper. Slaves used to ball up cornbread and throw it at the slave owners' dogs to keep them busy while they escaped at night. That's where the name Hush Puppies came from. Black History Month facts. All right, let's have a little comprehension session here. He didn't say black. All right. Multiple people, multiple cultures, multiple ethnicities of people were slaves. But that's neither here nor there. As we go over here, I found this article, okay? Now, there's many articles. There's things called folklores. These are like hearsay stories. It's many stories about them tossing stuff in wars to distract dogs, in war. There is a story about them distracting, dogs, or whatever as slaves, but they're not specific about the European slave trade of the African people or black people or melanated people for that matter. And you got different stories. Like, one thing about it, there's nothing etched in stone that this was about black people or African people from the European slave trade. You understand? So there's no facts to back that. However, very interesting stories, like you have one here. Cornbread and fried bread have been around for centuries, of course. But when did hush puppies become hush puppies? When the reference to the fried balls first appeared at the turn of the 20th century, largely in South Carolina and Georgia, they were called red horse bread because they were often eaten by fried red horsefish, all right, commonly found in local rivers. According to Robert Moss in an article on SeriousEats.com, one newspaper from time to time said the bread was made by simply mixing cornmeal and water, salt and eggs, and dropped by spoonfuls in a hot lard. The red horse name possibly originated with a man named Roman Goldens, a former slave who was known for hosting fish fries to earn tips. Moss wrote, the bread balls later came to be called hush puppies. A legend arose to explain this strange name. We got the one folklore here. Hush puppies are in a class by themselves, and then it said that toward the end right here, it mentions something about hunting dogs already fed, smelled the delicate odor, and it never mentioned nothing about them escaping. So, and then you got another one that says, another tale says the bread was popular among soldiers during the Civil War because it was cheap and easy to make while camping, and it used it as a way to quiet the hounds. There's so many different folklores, but my thing is this. If you're gonna mention the European slave trade, why don't black people ever mention the Arab slave trade? That rarely even comes up, that the Arabs enslaved African people. If you're gonna talk about one set of people, enslaving African people, why not the Arabs? If you're gonna mention one piece of history, mention it all. And I'm gonna go back over here to old Game. Did he just give Wade's son a pass and said that, it's not a problem with him? I ain't gonna get into that. That's another video. Tell me what y'all think. Listen, man, y'all gotta be careful, when y'all get these stories and then just try to equate them to black history, man. Y'all cut it out, man. It's Huggie P. I'm out.